Oh, excuse me. Thank you, son. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. I'm your host, Big Mod. Co-host sitting with us, Chris sitting with us. It's all good. Cristian, can you do our reach really quick, por favor? This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto, no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
Behind the scenes. Good, Chris. Thank you, son. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Mr. Nelson Vazquez. Welcome, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here with us.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Yep.
It's bringing me home, man. It's bringing me home.
With all the equipment, the studio equipment,
and the studio stuff, and sound, and it is my world.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we'll definitely have to get into that. Yeah, I remember when we set this up a while back. You mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, that's some interesting stuff that you got there that we need to.
Yeah,
I would like to
so many things
share with people, and actually, like this is. It's going to be new for us too. It's going to be new for me.
Oh yeah.
That's why when we were talking at work, where I'd be like, all right, now so hold on, let's save it for the show. But how you been, buddy?
Been pretty good. Yeah. Just trying to go through the day and.
Yeah, and then you said you got stuck in traffic. Traffic was horrible.
Was really bad. Yeah.
Where exactly are you coming from?
Well, I was coming from work. Straight from work. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then the traffic was pretty thick.
Because normally I get a lot of traffic when I come from home to work, so that's why I get a little later during the day, so that I don't hit that much traffic. Because I come from Raymore.
Okay. Oh wow.
So yeah,
okay.
71 in the mornings is horrible. So if I hit if I hit traffic after 7:10 a.m., I'm done. Then I spend like an hour in traffic.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have to always get out of my house right after 7:10.
Yeah.
If not, then I prefer just arriving work after 9.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you're in Raymore, Missouri.
In Raymore, yeah.
Okay, I had a cousin that used to live out there, Raymore, and that was a drive. That was a drive for us.
So that means you would come through the 435.
I do I do 71 first, and then go 435.
Right.
And,
all of that. Because I think it was closed down this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there was an accident and they had to close it down. And
there's accident pretty much every day. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I don't know what people are doing while driving. I guess texting and.
I know. That's probably the number one cause of accidents nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And
you can see it. When I'm driving, normally I put my cell phone,
up on the dash.
Up on the dash. I put my GPS all the time because I want to see, the red.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells me where the traffic is, so that I don't hit it. And you can, when I'm driving, I look at my sides and everybody's texting, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
I know, yeah.
Well, that's insane for me. Like, you're driving, but your hands are here, and you're not looking at the front. You're looking at your phone. And it's like, that's really crazy.
And especially on the highway when it's stop and go, slow down, speed up, slow. Yeah.
What do you do during that hour or less, whatever?
Well, when I'm driving, I try to. First of all, in the morning, I'm a horrible morning person.
Oh.
So I'm still dreaming sometimes.
Oh, my goodness.
Literally, in my head, I'm still seeing things that I'm not there. So I'm trying
So
to.
you must be on autopilot then, and the car gets you to work.
I'm completely not a pilot. So I try to meditate into, sometimes I play music all the time. Music is huge for me too. And when I'm driving, I try to say to myself, like, okay, this is real life. I'm awake. This is, is I'm not dreaming, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard for me to get out of the dream state. I sometimes dream dreams that last for months inside the dream. That's something weird that we can talk about.
Oh wow.
I attribute that to my obsession with religions and different stuff.
Okay.
And my dreams are pretty insane. Sometimes I dream dreams that last so long that when I wake up, I start asking my wife, like, is this real? This is real? Like, am I here? And one time I was even crying, like, I haven't seen you for so long. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You saw me last night. And I'm like, no, I haven't seen you in months.
Huh.
And she's like, no, but what do you mean? Yeah, I haven't seen you in months.
That's wild.
Yeah. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm
That
like,
sounds like a nightmare. That doesn't sound like a dream. That sounds
well, I can tell you all about the dream because it was so vivid. I can tell you everything, but you're going to call me crazy. So.
And you can remember everything
Oh
from your
yeah,
dreams.
oh yeah.
Are you one of those that can actually? So you're saying, whatever you were dreaming about last night, you can get right back into it.
For the most part, yes.
I've tried to do that on certain dreams.
Yeah.
And see if I can.
But
What was that
there's
actually gonna
some particular dreams that I know are not dreams. For some reason, I don't recall them as dreams.
Yeah.
Because I know the place, I can describe the place, I can describe the people that were there. Sometimes I have guides inside the dream, so people guiding me,
Wow.
telling me stuff, like teaching me stuff. And that particular one that I was spent like months inside,
Yeah.
I was with different races. So,
Dang.
yeah, I wasn't, I wasn't, I don't think I was in Earth at all.
Oh.
I think I was brought somewhere. Yeah.
So do you ever try to figure out what these dreams mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that some of them are not dreams. I'm just like leaving my body and getting to the different places. But
Okay.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure of it because it's too vivid. It's too, for me, they're memories. They're not dreams. So when I go back in my head, it's kind of like going back in memory. And I'm like, well, I remember when I was in this place that I was doing this and this.
So
And I even remember how I went there and the reason why I was doing certain things that
So you need to share with us what you're taking at night to get yourself.
that's the
a
thing. I
deep
wasn't
sleep.
taking anything.
Oh
No,
my
but I was
gosh.
doing some things that I cannot say specifically here.
Yeah.
But I was doing certain. Let's call them rituals, and and yeah, right after I finished doing those, I went back to sleep, and woof, what I start seeing the stars, so my ceiling became open, and I'm seeing the stars, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not normal.
Yeah.
And after seeing the stars, I start seeing constellations and start seeing stuff, and that's when I went whoop.
Gee.
And bye bye for a couple months,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was really missing everybody, my family and my wife and everybody. I was missing a lot of people, and I was kind of like enslaved to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
I felt myself like, when am I gonna go back? And they keep saying like, you're not going back yet. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was in prison technically because I couldn't go back.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. It
It
sounds
is crazy because
crazy.
you said it's so vivid. It's almost like it's real.
Yeah, and if I tell you about the people that I was seeing, you're gonna call me insane. But yeah,
Does your wife call you insane?
I mean, she knows that what I do, and for her it's kind of like normal.
Oh, okay.
But it is, well, yeah, for normal
Interesting.
people will call me definitely insane. I
Mm.
can't describe what I seen,
Mm-hmm.
this being.
Do you ever take
Write it
notes?
down.
Do
I
you
know.
write
Oh
it
yeah,
down? Do you
yeah,
have like a
right.
journal?
You have to. When you do the
sleeping
stuff
journal?
that I do, you have to take notes and make
Yeah.
journals and stuff. So yeah, I have a lot of this stuff written down.
That's
Different creatures that I seen, different colors that I seen that I never seen in this life, normal life,
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah, I seen pretty good stuff for
Yeah.
movies.
And the hat you're wearing is kind of like you got a lot of colors in that hat
Well,
too.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
this is more Puerto Rican stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
the party and the.
So it's not
That's
an
good.
every night thing.
It's not a every night thing. It's mostly when I do certain
Okay.
things that move my, I guess, my beam,
Uh-huh.
my spirit, and
Uh-huh.
then I turn into these places and
Wow.
see these things.
damn, I'm gonna have to bring you in another day so we could just sit here and talk about dreams.
Oh yeah, that
Maybe I can
be,
find some doctor that can sit in with us and maybe we can figure out what you're
Yeah.
dreaming about.
Analyze
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it's all about.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I said I have done so many initiations in different stuff, and
yeah.
yeah, I'm a Freemason.
Uh-huh.
I'm Itafa War. Yeah, that's learning to become a Babalawo.
Okay.
You know, African traditions,
Yeah.
and I have done so many things. You have no idea.
Okay, I gotta ask, how old are you?
I'm 45.
45.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're about 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
Well, I am. Sandy's not.
Okay, tell me again, you like African what?
African traditions.
So you do
Uh,
some research first or something, or you?
Well, I'm doing research right now. Right now, I'm supposed to learn, like 256 different books by memory, as a
Really?
part of the tradition, as a part of, yeah, because as a part of what I'm doing is becoming Babalao is kind of like a priest in the African tradition.
Uh-huh.
So I have to be responsible and learn because I'm supposed to be helping people, like, overcome things, and it's kind of like a mix in between religion and psychology.
Mm.
So
And
it's pretty intense. It's
and is
pretty
that
intense.
something that is easy to do here in the United States versus being
Not really.
in Africa, where is
It's
that where you
harder. Well, actually, in Puerto Rico, it's easier.
Puerto Rico.
To do, because in Puerto Rico there's a lot of traditions and there are a lot of houses that practice, these
Oh.
Ifa traditions.
Wow, okay.
And here in the United States, the difficult part is to find the materials that
Mm.
you use for the
Mhm.
different stuff that you do in the religion. Sometimes you have to use buy them in Africa or buy them directly in Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
Cuba is huge with the tradition, but in Cuba they didn't mix what they call. I call it Ifa because I practice like African part of it, but then in Cuba they made a like a mixture between Christianity and Ifa, and it's what of Santeria. I
Mhm.
don't know if you have heard
Mm.
about Santeria.
I haven't.
So Santeria is a mix between Ifa and Christianity.
Okay.
And the reason they did that, it was because when the slaves started going to Cuba, they started uncovering themselves from the Spaniards because the Spaniards didn't like them being following their traditions
Yeah.
or their religion. I do this because really religion is more tradition.
Okay.
So the Ifa tradition, they didn't like that they were practicing, so they start mixing their Orisha or their saints with the Catholic saints, and they start mixing, for example, Shango with Santa Barbara, and did a bunch of different mixtures.
Collabs.
Yeah,
Collaborate.
so that they weren't persecuted.
Okay.
So it's really rich in Cuba. So therefore Florida is full with people that practice Santeria.
Okay. I don't mean to.
Then don't say it.
Well, I was just going to try to compare it to something maybe that I
Yeah, go
understand a
ahead.
little bit better.
Yeah.
Something like similar to witchcraft
It would be,
with potions and
yeah, you have a
Is-
mixture of
is that-
witchcraft in
Voodoo.
voodoo. You have a lot of
Interesting.
Africa have a lot of the
Uh-huh.
voodoo is more of a mixture with the Lukumi and the well, when they brought it to Dominican Republic and Haiti,
Uh-huh.
they start doing their own thing too with the
Mhm.
voodoo thing, and some of them travel to New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a lot of
Okay.
that mixture
Okay.
too
Yeah.
Okay.
with Christianism and voodoo. And then Hollywood, of course, they did a great job into making people believe that these are evil things, and
Mm.
and this is the devil worship and whatever.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not. When you study these traditions, you first of all, there's only one God, right?
Mhm.
There's no multiple gods like what people want to think, or people think that, oh, you're worshiping a lot of gods, and it's like, no, there's only one God. Like in every other religion, there's only one, but there's some misconception of,
Yeah.
and Hollywood make it seem like, oh, they're worshiping the devil. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people are very like people that practice voodoo. I know a lot of people that practice voodoo, and they're very, very, religious, and everything is, it's not what they seem in the movies,
Mhm.
like at all.
Wow.
It's very spiritual, very
Uh-huh.
ancestral. They worship the ancestors, and
Uh-huh.
it's more that.
Yeah.
So how long have you been interested in this, or how long have you been practicing?
I can say that ever since I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It
started with
started-
your family, grandma, mom.
Well, I grew up Christian.
Okay.
Like everybody in my family was a Christian. We
Uh-huh.
went to church, different churches,
Mhm.
different traditions, Methodist, or even evangelical churches, Catholic churches.
So you've seen them all, done them all.
I've been all of them. I actually started this whole path because I went to study to become a priest.
Mm.
I was gonna become a priest, a Christian priest, and that's how.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how I started like learning about
Father
different
Nelson.
traditions and different traditions and different like
Mm-hmm.
cultures, and I started noticing like the similarities with Christianism and the African traditions, and they're all talking about the same thing, really. It's just we as humans, our big problem is communication.
Mm-hmm.
We are lost in translation, and we have problems, and we are fighting each other.
Yeah.
And we are fighting countries against countries and tradition against traditions and
Right.
yada yada, but it's all mistranslation.
Yep.
You call God this, and these other people call God this.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about the same thing, but they're fighting because the name is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the same thing. They're talking about the same thing, fighting for because they don't understand.
Yeah.
So we're just fighting because we don't talk to each other. And it's what I have learned.
And some people just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't want to listen to what you have to say,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
vice versa. Yeah, but
So you're on a
Man.
path to, you said, become a
Ababalao.
babalao.
Right now I'm on Itefa Awo.
Uh-huh.
Awo is the initiated in Ifa.
Okay.
And the Babalao it's technically a title. I already have the initiation of Awo, but Babalao is when you study enough
Mm.
that you become like a master of the secrets
Okay.
or the teachings.
Yeah.
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 But right now I'm just learning and learning and learning, and
okay. Well,
the
good
more,
luck.
The more I learn, the more I know that I know nothing, and that
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to keep learning and learning.
Okay,
And learning.
you're still young.
Yeah.
Yep.
But are you in
Well,
the right
let's-
place? Because I know you said down in Florida there's more, but here in
I mean,
Kansas,
if I belongs to everybody, and it belongs everywhere. So if I is not something
Oh,
that
so-
is
okay.
just in one place or in another place, it belongs everywhere, and it accepts everything too. Say, for
Okay.
example, I know people that practice Ifa that are Christians, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
hmm
So people have a lot of misconceptions, you
Okay.
know, about the different traditions and who we're worshiping and
Right.
you know all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my life is it have become more complicated because I wanted to,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
hmm
but it's all about learning and about accepting and about becoming a better person.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Well, good luck with that, man.
Thank
So
you.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So let's go. Born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And how old were you when you came to the States?
Well, that's a trick question because
Okay.
okay. First, I lived in Puerto Rico since I was mid mid 30s, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
That's when I decided to move here.
Okay.
I came back here in 1998 to study in Washburn University.
Washburn.
Oh,
So I went to
okay.
Topeka Washburn University. I was gonna play baseball.
Okay.
I was a really good pitcher.
Mhm.
So my uncle, he sent a video of me playing to Washburn University, and they saw the video and they liked what they saw. And my uncle technically became like
Your
my
agent?
scout or agent, because they said, "Ah, we want him here." So I just went straight to Washburn University to play baseball.
Oh,
Funny thing, I knew zero English.
Right.
So when I went to Washburn University, I started just learning English. I couldn't get into any class. They didn't want me playing until I learned English. So I was there just technically just waiting and waiting and waiting. They gave me access to the gyms and to
Yeah.
the training facilities and all of that, but I knew zero English, so I started taking classes with Russian people, Russian students,
Right. Yeah.
Japanese students.
Did they like
and-
put you in one room and in a TV and put on Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, right. No, but it was really hard because, you know, zero English. They put me in these classes with Indian people,
Yeah.
Russian people, Japanese people, so they knew zero English too.
right. You guys are in the ESL class.
And we were trying to understand each other. We were there, like, put in the class, and we were like, what are we doing?
I know, right? That's crazy.
I was trying to understand people and trying to make friends, trying
Yeah.
to, you know, it was so hard because everybody
spoke a different
their own
their own
language.
language. Yeah.
So it was funny that my friends, the ones that I made friends the most were Japanese people.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of good Japanese friends, and then they start teaching me Japanese, and I'm supposed to be learning English, but
Yeah.
they're teaching me Japanese, and it was so funny.
That's wild.
And yeah, I spent a couple of years in Washburn University, but it was really hard for me, and I wasn't playing baseball, so I missed like a year and something without playing.
Yeah.
And I decided to go back
To
to,
go back
Puerto. I got homesick, and I said to my dad, I have to go back. I cannot do this. So I stopped playing.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right, well, let's get into your childhood.
Yeah.
In one word, how would you describe your childhood?
A lot of fun.
Yeah, just fun.
A lot of fun.
So-
I mean, I grew up very, very poor.
Uh-huh.
Nothing, you know. My family didn't have anything at all. We live in projects. Technically, my whole life I was going from project to different projects.
Okay.
And you know, my grandma, huge part of my infancy in Puerto Rico. You know, I know that a lot of people love the saying that patriarchy, the patriarchy, you know, is taking over, or patriarchy is the whatever. Not in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I remember growing up being afraid of my grandma, being afraid of my mom, being afraid of my aunties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So women in Puerto Rico they are the ones that call the shots.
Yeah, yeah. How siblings? How many were there of you?
I'm the older.
You're the oldest of the.
And I have one next to me is my sister, and then I have Ellie, my other brother, and the youngest brother Christian
Okay.
that work with us too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're four,
four of you.
3 boys, 1 girl.
Okay. Yeah, just like us.
Yeah.
We got our 3 boys and 1 girl. Do you still own anything from back in the day? Do you have any pictures of like your childhood?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Actually. Yeah, I have a couple. We don't have too many pictures because my family was never huge in pictures.
Yeah.
The only person that I know that have all pictures is my cousin that live in New York,
Mm.
and he somehow ended up with all the pictures of all the family members. I think my auntie, when she passed away, she gave him all the pictures. So he have a lot of pictures of when we were young.
Yeah.
I only have one picture that I remember. I don't know what year it was. I was wearing a Star Wars t-shirt,
Okay.
and I was like maybe 3 or 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I have a few of those old pictures. I was a huge Star Wars fan since I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Since I can, I think that my first movie that my mom went with me when I was like 1 year was Empire Strike Back.
Okay.
So I think that, or maybe not, maybe it was New Hope. But you know that back then that movie lasted in the theaters like for 3 years. So I think it was New Hope that she went to see when I was like 1 or 2. And ever since, in my brain, Star Wars was something.
That's where the English started to come in, huh?
Yeah.
Watching those kind of movies.
Yeah, Star Wars is my favorite
Yeah.
movie of all time. Especially Empire Strike Back is my jam.
Oh yeah, that was the movie.
I seen that movie so many times. You have no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So big family. I mean, I know you. You know, your immediate family was 4 of you, mom and dad. But I mean,
Yeah, cousins.
Cousins.
I think I have. I think like 18 cousins
okay.
or more.
So,
So-
dad, how many brothers? Mom, a lot of sisters, brothers.
My dad have 4 brothers and sisters too. He have
Okay.
2 brothers,
And 2
2
sisters.
sisters. One passed away
Okay.
in that side. Then my mom, she had like 9.
Yeah.
I think 9 brothers and sisters. Bunch of them have passed away too. Some I don't know. 'Cause
Really?
My grandpa was a little player.
Oh yeah, he had a few here and there.
So he have a few, kids
Yeah.
in one family, and then you know how it was back in the day that you had a family, but then you were living with your real family.
Yeah.
You know those stuff.
Yeah. What did your parents do for a living? Do you remember?
So my dad, he's been all my life. It's been working as a surveyor.
Okay.
So he do a lot of surveying. I started working with him in that too since I was like 8,
Oh.
7 or 8. He started
Yeah.
bringing me to the field with him. Then my mom, she's like secretary. She studies to become a secretary, but she studied that when she was like 25. But she got married really, really young to my dad, like really young. They were forced to get married when she was 13.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
And my dad was 15.
Híjole.
Yeah.
But is that typical for,
It's not deep. Well,
or what was it?
it was more like that. My grandmas, both
Oh.
of them, they're very, very religious.
Yeah.
And they thought, if you're doing it, you have to get married. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
That type
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
situation. So
Mm-hmm.
they forced them to get married. And my mom tricked my dad. No, my dad was 17 when he got married to her. She
Okay.
was 13, but she told him that she was 15.
Oh wow.
Oh.
So he was 17, dating a 15-year-old.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when the day they got married, he discovered that she was 13.
No, when? That's wild.
So yeah. So technically I was raised by kids.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty
that's where
wild.
your grandma comes in, huh?
Yeah,
Because she
yeah,
was
yeah.
still helping her own
Oh
daughter.
yeah. My grandma is a huge part of the family tradition, though.
Mm-hmm.
So all my cousins and everybody in the family thinks of my grandma as this huge, big person. That,
Mm-hmm.
but she
El
was
mero mero, right?
but she was short, short, short.
Yeah.
But her spirit was so big,
Yeah.
and everything she did
Is she still
was
with us?
huge. No, she
No.
passed
Oh,
away.
okay.
She passed away a couple. Well, when I was like 27,
Oh, okay. So it's been a
20.
while.
Yeah, it's been a
Okay.
while.
Okay.
But in everybody's memory, she's like
Yeah.
there because
Yeah.
she was on our whole episode.
But she's the one that had 9 children.
Yeah, if I tell you the story of her stories, oh my goodness, we can be here like days talking because
It is.
she
So she was a good
she-
storyteller.
Oh, not only good storyteller, she was a good story maker.
Oh.
The things that she used to do, if I start telling you about her,
We can go down a rabbit hole.
oh my goodness, that lady. I mean, respect to you, grandma, but she was insane
So, okay, let me ask you this:
in a good way. Insane,
Yeah.
man.
Was she abuelita, or what? What was the name that you guys used for?
Yeah,
for grandma?
abuela,
Abuela.
Oh yeah, abuelita.
You know, because
Abuela.
everybody uses like nana, or everybody has a different name for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
abuelita.
For always, what was abuela? I have
Abuela.
I have a story with my abuela. I was crazy about my abuela. When I was 5 years old,
Mhm.
I asked my dad, "What are we gonna do today?" I think it was a Saturday. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna go and see abuela. So
Okay.
I thought in my head that we were gonna see my mom's mom.
Oh, yeah.
That was my abuela.
Mhm.
But he was meant to see his mom.
His mom.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go and see abuela.
Yeah.
So as soon as I learned that I was gonna see the other abuela, I got mad. I got frustrated. But I thought we were gonna see abuela, not abuela Virginia.
Yeah.
Abuela Virginia is the other one. She's the one that live in Topeka.
Oh.
And
okay.
that's the reason why I moved to
Ah.
Topeka in the first place, because my
Okay.
grandma
Okay.
Okay.
she lives in Topeka. So I thought I was gonna go and see my grandma Lydia.
Yeah.
And I was 5, and I asked my dad, "But you said that we were gonna go see grandma," and he said, "Yeah, my mom." And I'm like, "No, but I want to see Abuela Lydia." And he said, "Well, if you want to, just go by yourself." He said. Oh, big mistake, because I took my dad words for me
You
was
took
like
literally.
literal. So I went ahead and I started walking to see my grandma.
Oh.
The thing, she lives like half an hour from us, and I started walking as a 5-year-old. I remember just walking, and in every street I would find like an adult and say like, "Hey, sir, can you cross the street for me?
Oh.
Because I'm not supposed to cross the street by myself."
Yeah.
And people were like, "Really? Okay." And they would
They would
cross-
walk you
cro-
across the street.
walk me across the street, and they would be like, what is going on? Why is this kid walking by himself? So I would do that, and I arrived to my grandma's house. I knew how to get there
Wow.
when I was like 5. I knew how to get there. So she lived in a 13th floor, a building apartment. Obviously, that for people, 13th floor is backlogged.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
Oh.
was the 14th floor, because the 13th
Yes.
floor was
Non-existent.
Non-existent.
So does it go 12 and then 14?
Yeah.
yeah.
Or was there a 13th floor but
No.
nobody used it? So
Yeah.
you would,
No.
so
No.
12, 14.
12 and
Because
14.
it's still like that now, I believe,
Yeah,
right?
I
Some
think,
people
yeah.
still
But
do
it,
that.
it's
It's just
it
a
was
thing, yeah.
ridiculous. But I remember getting there, and then that building in particular, the elevator was always damaged.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
So I woke up the stairs.
okay.
So 14 floors. I knock on the door. My abuela is like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And she was all excited, and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I came here to see you." And she's like, "Where are your parents?" And they're like, they let me come by myself. My dad said, "No, you go." So I
Jeez.
went, and she's like, Nah, she doesn't believe me, and she
Yeah.
started looking at. No, where are they? Where are they? Well, they're hiding, right? They're hiding. So she started looking down the stairs, and I'm like, no, I came by myself, abuela. I came to see you. And she doesn't realize that I'm not lying. I'm telling her the truth. I
Yeah.
just went by myself. And she's like, no, you didn't come here by yourself, right? And I'm like, yes, I came here by myself. So she started
That's-
worrying. And she started like, she didn't have a phone back then. You know,
Yeah.
not everybody had, not
Yeah.
every house.
I mean,
had
not
a
even
phone.
like a landline.
Exactly.
You know, like one of these.
Like
Not even.
not even
Not
one
even.
of those.
Yeah. Dang.
So she got worried, and she's like, when she realized that my parents are not there, she went crazy, and she started like, getting dressed because she was like, okay, we need to go
Just
to
went
my
into a
sister's
panic.
house.
Yeah.
We need to go to my sister's house to find a phone to call your parents because they have to be crying.
Yeah.
And in fact, everybody in where I used to live, it
Yeah.
was a big project. Everybody was
Just
looking for
looking for-
Nelsito.
Ah.
My dad tells me a story of, he started looking for me everywhere, calling my name. He started asking everybody. So my dad was always like a big community person.
Yeah.
Everybody knew him.
Okay.
So everybody in the project, everybody started looking for me. They started looking for me in the woods. They started looking for me in
Dang,
different
that's scary
in the
though, man.
parks.
You got a
Oh,
5-year-old out
Yeah.
somewhere that nobody knows, but he knew though that,
He didn't believe.
but he didn't
But he
believe
didn't
that
believe me because the
I mean,
thing is
just
that
the
we started walking to my grandma's house because that grandma, she lived in the same project.
Yeah.
So we started walking there, but he didn't see that I started walking on another way.
Mm-hmm.
They started
Okay.
walking to their house, but I started walking
Yeah, the
to
opposite
the
way.
exit of the
Mm-hmm.
project. So he didn't even notice that I wasn't there until they get to the house,
Right.
and they start looking for me, and they didn't see me, and they're like, "Huh, where's Necita?" So
Yeah.
that's when they start looking
Yeah.
for me, but I was already way
Wow.
away from the place.
That's
impressive
wild.
that you knew how to get there. At
Yeah,
5.
yeah. Everybody say that, but yeah, my dad, when finally my grandma came to her sister's house, they got a hold on somebody
Mm-hmm.
because my parents weren't even in the house, so she called somebody like, and they were like, yeah, they've been looking for Necito everywhere. So they start looking for my dad to tell him like Necito's with his grandma. So,
Oh man.
That's
so
wild.
they were, when they brought me back, they were all crying, and everybody in the neighborhood was waiting for me.
Oh.
It was a big.
Big.
Everybody started cheering but crying at the same time.
You can remember all that. You do remember that.
I do remember. Obviously, the memory is something weird because you remember, but most of the things that you remember as a third person because you remember what the stories of the people
Yeah.
tell you.
Yes.
You don't remember 100% everything
Right.
from your own brain, but you
Correct,
kind of like make a picture
Yes.
of what people keep telling you. So yeah, I do remember like the guy holding my hand crossing me the street.
You remember that? Okay.
I remember that,
Uh-huh.
but I remember seeing my grandma and knocking at the door.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember the story of people seeking for me and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that, but I wasn't there, so
Right.
it's
right.
not a real memory. It's what people tell me that happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I envision like, I mean, obviously that for me is something very interesting too. I'm a huge psychology person too.
Yeah.
I love Sigmund Freud and
Oh, really?
Carl Jung and all this psychology stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I know that
Uh-huh.
these are memories, but not mine.
Right. Right. That's why the memory that you do have is holding the people's hand and knocking on because you were there for that. Yeah. Interesting.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But I bet your grandma was mad.
Well, it was really weird because they were mad but happy at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
They had both things in their chest. They were about to kill me, but at the same time they were so happy to
Now, I'd
see
be
me.
mad at your dad for him saying, "Well, go."
The thing with my dad is that he still to the day is somebody so serious in everything that he says. You take it too hard because he meant it. So for me, when he told me like just go, I thought he was being real. I thought
Yeah.
he told me for real, like just
Yeah.
go and you'll see. If you want to see your grandma, then go see your grandma.
Yeah.
So me, I'm like, yes, sir, I will.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I mean, so this is it's funny that you bring in this memory up because there's something that I remember about my abuelita's house, and this sound that I'm going to play for you is when I hear this sound. There, my grandparents' house
Yeah.
is right in my head. All right, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let's see. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So that was the door. It was a metal door.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, was that the same there? At the same, was it the same kind of doors?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that big screen door, smash. You know, you just hear it all the time.
So it brings you there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So, man, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's crazy that your dad actually didn't believe that you were going to do it, but
Yeah.
right, I'm thinking right there, he probably said, "Okay, this
Oh,
guy,
right after
this
that,
guy is going to be something else as he gets older."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
right after that, my dad started being very, very careful with
With
everything.
with
he used to tell-
anything he said to
whatever-
you.
because he knew that I was somebody from the get go. I don't know why, but every single time that I have something in mind, I just do it.
Yeah.
And I don't hesitate. I just go for it, and I do it. I accomplish it. And he knew that from the get go. Like, okay, I need to be careful with
Yeah.
him because anything that I said to him, he's gonna take it seriously.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do something, and he's
Yeah.
gonna accomplish it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I know you were talking a little bit about learning English before we got started.
Yeah.
That was putting your mind to something. You said, "I'm going to do it."
Yeah.
And here you are. And you said you learned how to speak English by watching.
I started learning English by watching movies and TV shows. The reason why I learned it that way is because when I went to Washburn University, I didn't learn it. So I got very
Oh.
frustrated because I had to stop playing baseball because of it. So in my head it was always like, okay, the reason I'm not playing baseball right now is
It's because
because
of
I
the
didn't
language.
learn English. I didn't know English. So for me it was frustrating not knowing English. So as an adult I was like, I need to learn English. I don't care how long it's gonna take me. I need to learn it. And that's how I did it. I started watching the movies with first I started watching in Spanish with English subtitles, and then
Yeah.
I started watching in English with Spanish subtitles, and then I started watching English with English subtitles, and that's how I started associating everything and learning the language. By no means I'm perfect with it. I have a huge accent, and still,
No.
if I speak too fast,
Yeah.
then I start stumbling and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Yeah, yeah.
when I drink is when I speak the best.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's if I start thinking about it too much, then I start stumbling and not making
Stumbling
sense.
and mumbling and-
mumbling and yeah.
Yeah.
But your native language already is I think a very fast
Yeah.
language.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
speaking Spanish is like
Especially
really fast.
especially Puerto Rican Spanish. It's
Yes.
very, very fast.
Yes.
Even I have a lot of Mexican friends, and they think that I speak fast.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
and I
okay.
know the Mexican people, they have their own
Yeah.
Spanish, but they think that I speak fast, so they don't understand my Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
which is fascinating too. You know how Mexican people barely understand Puerto Rican Spanish,
Yeah.
but Puerto Rican we understand Mexican Spanish to perfection because we were raised in Mexico. Every single Spanish movie was made in Mexico. Every
Oh.
single telenovela we watched
Uh-huh.
was made in Mexico or Colombia. So I'm a huge Chavo del Ocho fan.
Are you really?
Oh, I love Chespirito with all my heart. He's a huge inspiration for everything.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
So I was raised, me and my brothers watching Chespirito.
Okay.
Everything.
Do you
Every
have
single
Do you have
episode.
him tatted on you?
Not tattoo,
No.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't in Fortnite.
Oh, do you?
I have Chapulín Colorado in Fortnite.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he is Chespirito fan, so I know everything about Chespirito too.
Yeah. Did you watch? Did you see that movie that they did on Netflix or that
The
series?
series, yeah, I saw
Did you
it.
watch it?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good. Obviously,
I mean, 'cause I learned a lot.
They
Yeah.
took a lot of, like everything in Hollywood, they take a lot of, space to make stories.
Yeah.
And not everything is true.
Yeah.
But but for
Yeah.
the most part, it's a pretty good like TV show. I thought it was pretty made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And also, Chespirito was one, and Cantinflas.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I used to watch Cantinflas movies since I was a toddler. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so for me, both of them are huge inspirations into making movies, into telling stories, and
That's cool.
But I
yeah,
did think about that, the Puerto Rican language, but being brought up on the Mexican
Yeah.
language through the movies.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never thought about that. Okay.
So for us, it was really huge watching, because every single movie that we watch in Spanish was from Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that we know a lot of Mexican, tradition and Mexican, culture and all of that because we were raised watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I see mariachis and I see, people, anything Mexico. And for Puerto Rican, it's like, oh, yeah, Mexico. We are
Yeah.
very, very hype about Mexican and people and about everything Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Luis Miguel being born in Puerto Rico, but he considered himself a Mexican. But for us, he was always Puerto Rican. And, no, he's Puerto Rican, And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, no, I'm Mexican. But for us, as Puerto Ricans, he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
We take a lot of pride on that part.
Yep.
The menudo.
Exactly. I was. That's what was in my head with Menudo. Were they all from Puerto Rico?
No,
or-
they were somewhere from Mexico, but well,
Because Ricky Martin, Puerto Rico, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the singers, I think that the first ones were all from Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that the producers and all they made their fame in Mexico. So,
Yeah, I can
there's
see
a
that.
lot there. And then when they switched to the next set of kids.
Yeah, the next group, yeah.
Then they have more Mexican
Yeah.
kids. And yeah, it was something that for a long time growing up, I thought that Menudo was from Mexico.
Uh-huh.
As a kid, I thought they were from Mexico.
I-
And then I learned, oh, no, they're Puerto Rican.
I thought they were from Mexico too.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, yeah.
I'm learning this right now. But I had just seen that Ricky Martin was, from Puerto Rico. Man, it's
Yeah,
it's
Ricky
pretty wild.
Martin, Robbie Draco Rosa, the singer, he was also in the
Yeah,
second.
I know.
in the
No, I
second
don't know
Menudo.
any other one but just him.
Yeah.
Because was he the only one that became the most famous of all of them?
Well, Ricky Martin became famous, and then Robbie Draco Rosa. He's very, very famous between musicians because he used to compose for all of them.
Oh,
So the
okay.
Ricky Martin's music, and there's another Anita Nazario, and some other artists out there.
Yeah.
That Robbie Draco Rosa was the writer,
Oh, okay.
and he used to sing even the chorus on the songs and stuff like that. And people don't know that, but he's really huge, huge, huge. So most of the music that people know, probably he wrote it.
No, wow.
Yeah. Him and Tommy Torres. That's another one that is from Puerto Rico. He write for everybody, like even Alejandro Alejandro Sanz from Spain, and a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Man, that's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, Puerto Rico have a lot of talent, like
Yeah.
talented musicians and composers, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That the so you said you went from like apartment to apartment, or was there one that you stayed the very last one that you guys stayed in
I mean, when I said that we used to move from
from place to
place
place?
to place, I'm talking more. It's funny, cause me, my father and my brothers and sister, we only live in two.
Okay.
But my grandma used to move so much that in my brain, I was always moving too.
Oh, I see.
Because my grandma was my world.
Hmm.
So every single project that she used to go, we used to go and see my grandma at least once a week.
Hmm.
So for me, I was moving too. Every
Yeah,
single
that's
time
true.
she moved, I was moving too.
Yeah.
Even though I just live in two places. I live in a project called Covadonga in Puerto Rico till I was like 9, and then
Okay.
I moved to Lomas de Trujillo. That's like it's more like a suburban place. It
Okay.
was a house,
Okay.
and I lived my whole life in that house.
Okay.
The after 9 till I was, I think my dad let me live there till I was like 28 or 30 or something like that,
Okay.
and that's a
Because
whole
that's what
reason.
we do, right? As
Yeah.
Latinos, our kids can stay in our house as long as they
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
You know.
And,
And it was like
and in
that
my
in Puerto
house,
Rico too.
in my case, it was only me. Like I stayed till I was like 30, I think.
Okay.
But I was the only one,
Okay.
and I was living there with my dad. My parents they divorced,
Hmm.
and then I end up living with my dad only.
Okay.
So me and my dad, we were kind of like roommates,
Yeah.
and I was paying bills, and he was paying bills. So we were both together, like working for that house. But Christian, my brother,
Hmm.
and my other brother, they move out like earlier, and my sister she moved out as soon as she was 18, 19 when she moved out. She got married and she just moved out real fast.
Where's she at now?
She's still in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
She's living in Gurao. Yeah,
Okay.
Gurao, Puerto Rico. She's the only one that haven't moved here because she live a good life.
Yeah.
Her
Okay.
husband owns a dealership and she owns like a spa, and they have
Nice.
businesses.
Okay.
So they're
How
they're
do you-
doing pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. 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 Do
And
you
it's a
keep?
beautiful place to live, right?
It is beautiful. The only bad thing about it is politics.
Oh.
In those time politics, I hate politics.
Yeah.
With all my heart. Like it doesn't matter what politician or what party, I hate them all equally. Yeah, politicians are for me. Politics are the big distraction, and it's like wrestling. It's all
Yeah.
fake. It's all fake. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care.
Mhm.
It's all to divide us and keep us divided
Yeah.
and keep us fighting. Divide and conquer, right?
Yeah.
Like, you keep the people divided. Keep the people fighting against each other. Women against men. Men against women.
Right. Yeah.
Black against white. Latin against white and black. And they keep us separate, fighting each other, and they're stealing our money and making themselves rich. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And for me, that's politics. But in Puerto Rico, it's huge. Like the amount of corruption
Oh.
is horrible. So I miss the island. I miss the rivers and the beaches,
Yeah.
and
Because there's a lot of
mountains.
people that travel to Puerto Rico just because of the.
Because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous place, and
Uh-huh.
I miss my coquis. I don't know if you know what is a coquis. The coquis are little frogs. There's only
Oh,
there's
yeah,
only
yeah.
two type of frogs. There are coquis. They are in Puerto Rico, and they are named coquis because during the night they make a special sound. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear that all night long, above the crickets. Like you
Wow.
know you hear the cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, you only hear coquis.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Yeah.
If you hear a recording from Puerto Rico during the night, last time I went was in January, and my wife she recorded like for 15 minutes. in the dark. She just recorded it because she
Yeah.
couldn't believe
The noise,
the
yeah.
sound, the
Uh-huh.
cookie sound. And it was so beautiful, and that's something that you miss.
Mm.
Obviously, growing in Puerto
Mm-hmm.
Rico,
That's something. Yeah.
you sleep with that,
Yep.
Yeah.
so you hear that and you feel like, oh, I want to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Me, I was listening to trains
Yeah.
and sirens. You know, that's what we that's what I
Well,
grew
yeah,
up
yeah,
in. You know, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Of course.
And there for a long time in Puerto Rico, also in the area that I used to live, it was a hot area.
Was it?
When I say hot, it was really, really high in crime. So that's another thing that in Puerto Rico is like bad politics and a lot of crimes.
Mm.
Mm.
Funny thing, if you're a tourist, you're fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen to you
Mm-hmm.
because there's three. In Puerto Rico, the people dealing with the drugs and all
Mhm.
this stuff, they respect tourism because
Mhm.
tourism brings money.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
so obviously they are always like, don't touch the tourists,
Uh-huh.
don't do this to a tourist, don't do that, don't go to these places, don't do this in these places.
hmm
So it's very like there's a lot of crime, but only if you're in that world.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
So obviously for people that live there and they see it,
Yeah.
and I used to see it every single day.
Really.
Oh yeah, I used to see it every single day. The zone that I lived for a long time became like a war zone. Like,
Dang.
you could hear like
Mm.
gunshots every single day.
Gunshots.
But not one gunshot. Like
Yeah. Multiple.
yeah, not only multiple, but
Like semi-automatic, just
semi-automatic
Oh.
going.
guns and
Brr, 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 yeah.
during the whole
Scary.
night you have to go to the floor because you don't know if it's gonna go in your
Wow.
windows.
Damn.
Yeah, right in front of your house,
Mhm.
buildings in the side, like you see the holes the next day, like 200, 300 holes in
Wow.
the walls and stuff like that. So,
So was it tough growing up there as
Oh,
a
yeah.
young teenager, as a young man?
yes, because growing up, I can tell you now that all my friends, they are either in jail or dead.
Mm.
I was one of the lucky ones that,
Mhm.
survived all that craziness.
Right. Right.
And it wasn't because I was a saint. It was more because my dad was in my head all the time and saying like you have to think everything twice
Mm-hmm.
and three times. Not only three times. Think everything four times and
Wow.
five times before doing anything. Think it again and think it again and think it
Yeah.
again. So my dad was in my head all the time.
Okay. Was he like this with your brothers as well?
Oh
Or
yeah,
so? Yeah.
that's
so-
why all my brothers and my sister we're all like good citizens.
Yeah.
To even though I have experienced so many different things that I obviously cannot explain here
Mhm.
because probably it's not gonna be good for me saying that. but we are, yeah.
But we can say you were raised right.
I was raised right. I didn't make right choices, but
Okay.
I was raised,
Yeah.
But it was still good having my dad in my head all the time.
Right.
Because then even though I was trying to be edgy and trying to experiment and trying to do the thing that I wasn't supposed to be doing, my dad was always in my head like,
Mhm.
"Are you sure about what you're gonna do?" And that saved me from a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
How about the baseball though? Did that kind of keep you out of stuff too because you were kind
Yes
of
and
focused on the baseball?
yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no because in a part, everybody in Puerto Rico plays baseball.
Oh.
That's
That
something
that was the sport to play, right, in Puerto Rico.
Still
everybody,
is?
everybody.
Yeah, it still is. Yes.
It still is, yeah. So as a Puerto Rican playing baseball, yes, it is
Oh.
something that sports is good, and I used to do so many sports. I did baseball, basketball, gymnastics, uh, running, volleyball, you name it, all the sports, karate, martial arts, Kali, so many things. But the thing is that doing sports yes, it's supposed to keep you like straight and all that, but not when your teammates are also in, want to live this gangster life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then reggaeton in Puerto Rico started when I was really, really young. I started singing reggaeton. I was a singer too.
Mm-hmm.
I am a singer. I started singing when I was in middle school, I think in seventh grade, because I learned that, first of all, when I started seventh grade, I was a super nerd. I was a straight A student,
Mm-hmm.
from elementary school. I was a nerd. When I started in middle school, I learned that being a nerd wasn't popular. So that wasn't nice, and I was
Mm.
like, by then I was following my uncle's steps. They were big rock people. Hair heavy metal bands.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Europe and Guns N' Roses and all these
Yeah.
huge bands. So I was huge on that. So I love rock music. And when I went to middle school, I was a rocker. So I used to like have like super tight jeans and my high boots up to here. And then they started making fun of me and bully me
Mm.
because I was the only one being a rocker. Because back then you were supposed to be listening to BCC and hip hop,
Yeah.
and reggae and all that. So they start bullying me because I was a rocker in a world of hip hop,
Right.
and.
Wow.
So for me, it was like a huge step when I went to from elementary school to middle school, and I started getting bullied, and so I decided, wait a minute, I'm doing something wrong because these people are bullying me. They're
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be bullying me. And my mom and my dad were huge, a big no. Don't let anybody bully you.
Oh.
Right.
If somebody bully you, you you grab whatever you can and you
Beat the hell
defend
out of them.
yourself.
Yeah. Defend yourself.
You defend yourself. You don't let anybody abuse you.
Yeah.
So I was really big on that because my dad was still there, like saying like, you do not let anybody abuse you.
Yeah.
One time I went to him because five guys were like bullying me and hitting me, and I went crying to him, and he said, "What do you want me to do?" And I'm like, "But they're bullying me and hitting me and blah blah." And he's like, "If you don't go back there and defend yourself, you're gonna have problem with me when we're at home."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what
I've heard
did I
that before.
do?
Yeah.
I went back and fight guys,
Yeah.
and I won. So because I was too afraid of my dad, so I had
Yeah.
to win that fight. So I fought five guys,
Yeah.
and I won. And so when I went to middle school, I thought, well, what can I do to fit in and these people to stop bullying me?
Yeah.
And my idea was, then I'm gonna become famous like the people they love. So I started singing reggaeton, and I this good friend of mine, we decided like, hey, let's make a band, like let's
Yeah.
start singing. And he's like, yeah, we can do that. Do you know any lyrics? And I'm like, I can write it really easy. Look, and I start writing songs. And he's like, oh, that sounds good. So we start making reggaeton music.
In someone's garage or what we do?
We start singing actually in yeah, a lot of parties in garage.
Uh-huh.
That's what we used to do every single Friday and Saturday. I got invited to so many parties since I was like 12.
Yeah.
I started going to these parties with these DJs and singing. And I was invited to every single party, every single weekend. I was there. Like, oh, let's see this gonna sing. And we used to call ourselves Nasty Boys. Oh, nasty boys are gonna be there. Nasty boys are gonna play. So I used to sing with people like, Hector y Tito, the Hector father. That's a big reggaeton name. But we didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
We were just kids singing. And I used to, I even sing with Don Omar. I sang in the same stage with. I used to go to the gym with Daddy Yankee, and but back then we didn't know who was who.
Yeah, yeah.
Cavalucci, El Mexicano. That's another big name.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know who these people were. We were just singing, and they were singing too in the garage party.
Mm-hmm.
So
And were you making any money doing this?
no, not really. I
No.
was making a lot of friends and a lot of good name.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, for me, it was huge that the fact that I was being invited to every single party,
yeah.
and I was very popular with girls.
Okay, so
and,
what was your attire? What did you wear?
oof,
The
back-
the nasty boys, were you guys cochinos or what we talking?
no, Nazi boys. We had a huge influence with Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Okay.
So Will Smith was a huge influence on our whatever we were wearing.
Yeah.
And
so that 90s look.
crisscross,
Yeah.
crisscross and Bone Thugs and Harmony and
Okay.
Tupac and the same big names from here, Tupac and Ice Cube.
So that was all popular
yeah.
there in
Oh
Puerto
yeah, in
Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah, hip hop was huge,
Yeah.
and obviously we created our own thing, but reggaeton started. It really started in Panama with these people singing like I don't know if you remember El General.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
muévelo, muévelo.
Yeah, yeah.
So all these type of music influence what we know today as reggaeton.
Yeah.
So we used to sing kind of like a mix of hip hop and this type
And,
of reggae.
and dance. Yeah, yeah.
Reggaeton, and then a little Bob Marley here and then. With some of the musicians were having that influence of reggae roots.
Yeah.
And then we start mixing all the hip hop mixed with the Panama reggae,
Yeah.
and then we turn it into what we know as reggaeton.
That's wild.
So I started singing reggaeton or a mix of reggaeton when I was like 12, 13. We were mixing like doing some samples from Wooden Clan
Yeah.
and then mixing it with the and that's how reggaeton started. And funny thing is that I didn't make it like to the big leagues
Yeah.
in reggaeton, but I know for a fact that we were the first ones doing like parties, in the garage parties. And I met this. I don't know if I told you the story. When I went recently to Puerto Rico, I saw this guy with
How long ago was that?
with this in January
Oh, okay.
this year.
Okay.
I saw this guy with this hat, and he had like spikes in the hat, and it was a really cool hat. And I told him like, oh, and I like your hat, and he said, like, oh, really cool, yeah, this is my brand. And I thought he was an artist or a painter or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like, what do? You paint? He said, no, I'm a reggaeton singer. And I'm like, oh yeah, what is your name? I forgot his name. I'm blanking his name right now. He told me his name. He's a new artist. And he said, oh yeah, I used to sing reggaeton like in the garage parties and all that. And he said like, really? What was your name? Ah, we were the Nasty Boys. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, we were Nasty Boys. Nacito. And he's like, I know who you are. I used to listen to your songs when I was younger. Blah,
Damn.
blah. And I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, oh my God, I got chills. Blah blah. And I'm like, oh my goodness, who would have thought that this person nowadays singing reggaeton would recognize me from back
From back
you
then,
know,
yeah.
back then. And I never made it like huge. I
Yeah.
was in a couple of CDs and stuff like that. I sing with Memo and Bale and D.A. Nelson and a lot
Yeah.
of these names. I used to hang out with D.A. Nelson's nephew, but I never made it like really big.
Right.
But these people that back then used to listen to us when we were singing in the marquesinas, the garage, they still recognize us as
That's cool.
like pioneers of the movement.
That's
reggaeton.
cool.
Yeah, I know. I remember winning many like shows and
Talent
obviously,
shows.
when I was in high school, the talent shows. Oof, I was winning all the talent shows. 'Cause, I was doing it. I was doing it for real, like in
Yeah.
real life. I started clubbing when I was like, I'm not supposed to say this, but I was like 13, 14 when I was already clubbing with adults.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, mom got married at 13. You could be clubbing
Well,
at 13.
yeah. But I used to go
Yeah.
inside every single club, inside of every single like place for free, and that was my incentive.
Yeah.
I'm going clubbing and doing all
Yeah.
this stuff for free. They letting me in. They know who I am, even though I was nobody, but they knew who I was.
Yeah.
So they letting me in. Everybody recognizing me. So for me, that was the.
Yeah.
And then my dad knew that, okay, he's just gonna continue doing this. So my dad became my chauffeur and my
he became your
bodyguard.
manager
My bodyguard.
Yeah.
like Joe Jackson and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So what are the chances that Big Bunny maybe knows you from back in the day?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
was.
But
I
Big
was
Bunny's from
No, Bad Bunny. What did I
Bad
say?
Bunny.
yeah,
Bad
Bad Bunny's from
He's from Puerto Rico too, but he's from the west of the island.
oh, okay.
From Isabela.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna meet him, but I never got the chance to meet him. But I remember somebody, because I started doing like movies and directing music videos and doing stuff like that too. And I remember back in the day, somebody told me like, I know this new guy. You should do a music video for him. Me being clueless, I'm like, I'm not gonna. I listen to his music. I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like his music. I'm not gonna.
Being stubborn there.
But it was funny because they introduced his music and asked me like, you should do a music video for him. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't like his music. I'm not gonna do that. And not knowing, if I knew now, I would be like,
Right, yeah.
yeah, let's do a music video with him.
So
Yeah.
you dabbled in video. You mentioned something about cameras and all of that. And
Yeah, when I came from Topeka, from Washburn University, I stopped completely working my baseball.
Yeah.
So my dad said, "Well, you need to do something. What are you gonna do now?" So I started going to church a lot, and I met this church. It was one of these super church, where you have thousands and thousands of people going to the church. So I started going to this church, and I saw that that they have big cameras and all
Oh,
that.
okay.
Like a big production.
So I'm like, I kind of like that, the production things and the cameras and all that. So one day I decided, I think I was 18, 19. I decided to go to the church during the week. I think it was a Monday. I went to the church and I went specifically to the editor, and I said to the editor like, hey, do you care if I come here and learn from you? Can you teach me editing? And he saw me like weird, like I was a kid, and he said, "Sure. Are you sure you wanna learn editing?" And I'm like, yeah. I wasn't even looking for a job. I was just like, "Can you teach me?" And he's like, "Yeah, come on, I'll teach you."
Yep.
So I started coming every single day to this guy, and this guy started teaching me like editing. And back then we were editing tape to tape.
Okay.
There wasn't even like any software or anything.
Right.
Right.
I saw my first software was called Aladdin, and I saw that first software in there because he was, he started teaching me, and he saw that I was coming every single day. Every single day, I would take the bus, and I would pay, the bus. I would ask my dad for money to get the bus, and I was telling him like, yeah, I'm going to church, but I'm learning how to edit. And he said, okay, cool, then fine. And he started helping me.
Yeah.
Another thing is that I've been working since I was like 13 too, because I was doing parties and all that, but I needed money to
Yep.
get my clothes and my stuff. So I started working like cleaning like trucks for Federal Express. And I started making good money on that because I was cleaning the trucks, and they would pay me like $25 a night, just to,
Just
and
to
for a
clean.
couple of hours, just
Yeah.
cleaning trucks and doing stuff like that. So since I was pretty young, I started buying my own stuff, buying my own clothing for school. Cause my dad used to say, "You can wear whatever you want to wear, as long as you buy it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, deal. So I got the best,
Whatever was
sneakers,
whatever was out.
whatever was popular. I used to have it because I would pay it for
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. And
So
I have friends like that too.
yeah,
They were working at a young age, and they're wearing the Nikes, they're wearing the Air Jordans, they're wearing
exactly.
the good stuff, and
Because my dad was like, I'm not gonna buy it for you,
mm-hmm.
but if you buy it for yourself,
it's all
you wear
it's all
whatever
on
you
you.
want.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I started working, going to the church and asking them like, yeah, teach me. And so he started teaching me Gabriel. He's a super nice guy. He was a singer too. Um, Gabriel Paredes, his name. So he started teaching me to edit. So I start editing stuff for the church and start doing some stuff. And the people see me like going every single day, like for 3 months. So the director of the channel said like, "Don't you want to work here? Because
Mm-hmm.
you keep coming every single day for 3 months. Just apply for a job here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to you." And I'm like, "Really? Would you hire me?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're already doing this, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
come
put you
here.
to work. Yeah.
I'll hire you." So they hire me, and I start working. That's when I start working cameras, and I start working because as a new hire, they wanted to see what I could do. So I started doing everything. I started helping editing, and I would do some cameras, and I would do some lighting, and I would go back and forward with master control, doing the programming, and then editing, and then that's when the digital part start, you know, developing, and I started like grabbing the tapes and making them digital, and making all the movement from analog to digital. And with time, they start seeing that I knew how to do everything. I started doing radio too, because they have a radio station. I started doing radio,
Uh-huh.
and they asked me like, do you mind you know, if you like, we can pay you to go and study this. And I'm like, really? Would you do that? So they sent me to school to study production,
Oh.
and so I was working there while I was studying production too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how I started. They started giving me like programs to direct, so I became a director too inside the channel. So some Sundays I would not only do camera, sometimes I would direct the Sunday, you know, sermons, and it was depending on who was working what day. So they start giving me more responsibilities and
Mm-hmm.
doing all that while I was studying.
Mm-hmm.
And right after I finished studying, they sent me to the practice like every other school, and they sent me to do a practice in a movie, and that's how I started.
That's how you got into
working
the
in
movies.
And this movie, it was very particular because it was like a documentary on Julia de Burgos. She's a really good poetress from Puerto Rico.
Thanks for cleaning that up. I thought you were gonna say something else, but yeah.
So um, we started doing this documentary about Julia de Burgos, and I started as a PA, assistant production.
Yeah.
And I was so interested, so eager that the director of the movie, she said that, "Do you want to be my second director assistant?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because I want to be. She asked me if what I wanted to do, and I said I want to direct movies. I want to make movies.
Not once did you ever think about getting into acting?
I did, and I that's another whole story. I started giving acting classes too.
Oh, okay.
I did acting classes for a while. um, as a teacher. I
Okay.
started teaching class acting.
Mm.
And never, well, I've been in some movies acting,
Yeah.
but just as a
A background.
background
Yeah.
actor, throwing some lines, but nothing
Nothing
huge in that
popular.
department. So I started. I they made me the second assistant director. What happened with this movie in particular is that I start seeing like we were working with Benicio del Toro, working with big names in the industry, and I was seeing them and working with them. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
From church to
To
this whole
directing. Yeah.
this whole new world where I was, working. I have worked with Ben Affleck, Justin Timberlake, Gwen Stefani, Siggy Marley, uh, the name Charles Momentary.
All in
There's
Puerto Rico,
yeah,
or
in Puerto Rico.
oh, okay.
Because in Puerto Rico, there's a huge industry of
Mm.
movie industry, and there's a lot of movie that comes to Puerto Rico to record, and
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also started doing like commercials. I started working with big names like Toyota, doing commercials for back in the days, Radio Shack, Subway,
Hmm.
all these big names. So I'm seeing all this production, huge production.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The biggest one I think was $200,000 production that we did for Banco Popular in Puerto Rico. We did
Mm.
two commercials for them. The art director of that commercial was the same art director of the movie Diesel with Jennifer Lopez, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that movie, the weird movie with special effects and
Yeah.
this beautiful clothing and stuff like that. So the art director for that movie was the same art director for this commercial.
Hmm.
And I'm like, this all this world started like mixing together, and
Mm-hmm.
but also at the same time it was being pioneered technically in Puerto Rico because nobody was making Puerto Rican movies. Everybody was working on United States movies.
Right.
So I started making low budget films. And I started a movement without knowing I was starting a movement.
Okay.
So I started making these guerrilla style movies. The first one I did was Amnesia, and you can even find it in Amazon. I think I bought the last copy.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that
Amnesia.
you
So,
had to go buy your movie that you made.
yeah, because that's another whole story with the production team. Like, I didn't knew anything about it. I was just learning how to make movies, and yes, I was working with these big companies making movies, but
Hmm.
I didn't know by myself how did it work. So I started producing this movie and directing this movie, but it was really, really a lot of things just for one
Yeah.
guy that didn't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about marketing
Mm-hmm.
and what to do with the movie after you have it done.
Hmm.
I didn't know anything about it, so I started asking kids because we were all kids, like, can you help me producing this? And they were like, really? And what do I need to do? And I would teach them like, well, what you need to do is go to his play and tell them, okay, we're doing this movie, and show them what we're doing.
Yeah.
And make a contract and make them sign the contract.
Yeah.
And we were getting like sponsorships, and for example, if we had a wedding scene we would go to a wedding.
An actual wedding.
Dress,
Not
store or
a
something.
store
Oh,
that
okay.
sells or
Uh-huh.
rent the dresses and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and they would sponsor us. And I would say, so it's easy. You just go there, say we have a scene with these people getting married. We
Yeah.
just need you to give us the clothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just like that, we get some pizzas for for the team working, and I got some guy involved with the sound, and we would pay him, only him, because he was a professional.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, okay, pay me, but pay me this amount. So we managed for him to charge us like really, really low budget,
Yeah.
a ridiculous amount of budget. But he was so interested in helping us because we were young. And,
Yeah.
And he was working already on the industry. So his name was Heriberto Rosas. Yeah, that's his name. Pretty nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and he was the one that made the sound for us. So we made like that two movies of my own, me directing the movies. The first movie we got one theater that show our movie in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
For the second movie, we managed to get 22 theaters that were gonna show the movie, but we encountered a huge problem. That it was that I used to make the movies and finish the movies and edit the movies, and because I was doing editing,
Yeah, you're doing it all.
lighting, sound, I was doing everything. The only part I didn't knew was how to get money to market the movie. So for the second movie, they told me like, we're gonna give you 22 theaters in Caribbean cinemas, but you need to transfer all this digital footage into film, and that's a lot of money.
Oh,
We were like, oh my god, how are we gonna manage to get all
damn,
this money?
really?
We needed like $32,000 to make the transfer from digital into to passing into film. Because back then they didn't have like digital projector.
Right.
They only have like one theater with a digital projector, and that was the one that we played the first movie.
Yeah.
But they were offering me 22, and we were completely out of our league completely because
Wow.
I didn't knew what the hell I was doing at all.
Right.
I didn't knew what I was doing. So that second movie didn't make it into theaters because we never found the money
Wow,
to
really?
do that. Yeah, because I start going like to I don't want to talk bad about the industry, but I was going to certain people that are supposed to help like young kids and people. I was going to the government to ask for help. Like, hey, I have the movie. I'm not asking you for money to do the movie. I already made the movie. I already shoot everything. Everything is done. We have
Yep.
trailers. We have everything. We just need the money to transfer the movie into, film. Nope,
No, they didn't want to help.
nope. And then we start learning that this is an industry that is really really close, and they don't let anybody just go
Yeah.
in just because.
Where's the
Anyway.
movie at now?
That movie is really really a struggle to say it. I lost most of the footage, and even though I edited everything, I finished the whole thing.
And you don't.
One of the persons that I asked for, hey, can you help me produce this? That's another story. I don't even want to mention name because
Right, yeah, yeah.
he backstabbed me really really bad. He ended up owning people like a lot of money, and it was a huge thing. So I had to let it go. I had to
Yeah.
drop it, and I lost all the footage that I had. But like that, I started helping other kids that they want to make movies too.
Okay.
And then I started doing like director of photography for other kids that wanted to make movies too, and that created a movement. And then we have all this bunch of different kids trying to make movies, and I was helping them in their own projects, and
Yeah.
they keep doing stuff. Nowadays, some of them are actually doing movies right now. Another one opened a University of Film in Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
One time he calls me and he said, "Hey, do you mind coming and doing like a presentation and talking about how you started all this?" And I was already living here when he called me, and I said like, "Why?" And he said, "Because you created a movement, and now there's a lot of people making movies because you started making movies." And I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, everybody knows who you are, but," and I'm like, "Really? I'm not, not even I know who I am. I'm still trying to figure out who I am, and
Right.
these people know who I am. And they
Right.
wanted me to go there and do conferences and
That's
stuff
fine.
like that. So for me, it's so surreal. People ask me like, "Do you want to do movies still?" I do, But knowing, passing through all these bad experiences, and
Yeah.
trying to learn the things and the craft and all of that, it frustrated me to
Mm-hmm.
the point that I was like, I don't want to do any
Yeah.
more things. And then music videos, for example, I used to do a lot. I have a lot of music videos that I done, but nobody want to pay.
Mm.
And they want this huge music video with
They want this big
dancers and
production.
big production, but we don't want to spend more than $5,000. And it's like, that's not how it works.
Right, right, yeah.
That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
And
that's pretty wild.
yeah, there's a lot of stories like that too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, I have so many things.
Right.
That I'm not
I know,
even.
but we don't have all that much time right now.
I
But
know.
you could come. We could. We
I'm
do
not
this
even
another-
scratching on
scratching the
We can
surface.
go into so deep.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is it that got you into? So, right before you joined us at Universal, what were you doing before that?
I was the producer at Univision Kansas City.
At Univision?
Univision Kansas City. Yeah.
Really?
I was a producer there for like 3 years.
Okay.
And then again, I thought because I used to work in Univision Puerto Rico. I used to make
Oh.
videos for them too, and some special videos, special
Yeah.
projects. So when I started here, I thought it was gonna be like in Puerto Rico, Univision is like a huge station.
Mhm.
Like when you go in, they have like 4 floor building,
Mm-hmm.
huge studios, and they have news stations, and they have this bunch of people working there.
Mhm.
When I went to the one here, there's only like 4 people working,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just a repetitor technically.
Yeah.
And it was a fun experience to do it.
Mhm.
Obviously, being so small, I wasn't getting paid what I was used to get paid. Back in Puerto Rico, I was
Yep.
getting paid really, really nice money. Then when I started here, it wasn't the case.
Was it the same?
So I
way?
was really frustrated, and I didn't. I mean, I enjoyed the thing that I did there, and I helped, to an extent to make it a little better. But at the same time, I was very, very frustrated
Mm.
because I knew, okay, we can do way better, but nobody want to put the money on it, and nobody want.
It's always that, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I don't want to again name names and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I at the very end, I wasn't behaving the way I was supposed to behave. Being a good employee. I was complaining too much, and I was I was being moody, and because I knew that we were lacking a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm technically done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I moved, and I decided. Another thing was that a lot of people in marketing departments were calling me, asking me, "Hey, how do we do this? And how do we do this and that?" And I'm like, "You're getting paid for it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're asking me how to do it."
Yeah.
So that's why I started thinking like, why don't you move to marketing? They're the one doing the big money,
Mm-hmm.
but you're the one telling them how to do it. So
Right.
just go and do it yourself. So that's how I ended up in Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's another thing. I went to different companies and they were like, "Do you have an experience in marketing?" And I'm like, "Technically, yes, but no."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been working in this for, movies and commercials and all that since forever. So I started in 2006, actually started like in the industry per
Okay.
se. I done more than 500 commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do have the experience in marketing,
Yeah.
just another area of the marketing. And, but the companies were like, no, but in marketing. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I've been doing this for this long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but in marketing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So I need to get experience in marketing. And that's how I ended up in Universal.
Okay.
Because,
How long have you been working there with us now?
4 years now.
4 years.
Well, this is going to be my 5th year in January.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just getting experience in the marketing area.
Yeah.
So that finally I can say, yeah, I have experience in marketing,
Mhm.
even though I've been doing commercials and movies and all that,
Mm-hmm.
music videos and all that since forever.
Yeah.
But now I have experience in
Yeah.
marketing.
Well, that's good. I mean, we enjoy having you. You know, I'm
thank
sure
you. I
Nicole,
appreciate it.
you know, is enjoying that you're working for her. But you know that's cool. That's cool. And then so your brother Christian, he works for us as well.
Yeah, he do accounting.
Yeah, in the accounting department.
But he studied that, and I think he's almost a CPA. I think he is
Not too far
almost
from
there.
that. Yeah.
I think he just need to get the test or something like that.
Okay.
But he's supposed to be a CPA, so yeah.
Okay.
But he studied that. He loves working with numbers and
Yeah.
and all those good stuff. I'm not a nerd, so
Yeah.
well, I am.
You were a nerd,
I'm
didn't
I'm a huge nerd actually. But I'm a nerd for movies and yeah. If you talk movies, because I was doing like I used to do like a bunch of movie critics.
Yeah. Okay.
I had a segment in Univision Kansas City of
Oh, really?
movies. Yeah, so I used to go to all the movies before everybody used to go.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I just stopped doing it because of COVID.
COVID.
COVID
Oh, yeah.
ruined everything, man.
True. Yeah.
But I was doing so many movies. I used to go.
Yeah. Sand.
Yeah, my phone was on.
But okay. Yeah. So I mean, before we run out of time, because time's flying, dude.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I did.
No. It's all good.
No, yeah.
It's all good. I mean, very interesting stuff that we've heard, which is pretty cool. I want to talk the Puerto Rican food. Do you miss it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes and no.
yes.
Okay. Yes and
No,
no.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's only
What-
yeses.
What's one dish that you miss from home?
Well, it's that there's so many things from home for example, like arroz con gandules, like rice with they call it pigeon pigeon peak. I think it is. I don't know the name in English, but I know it's.
I'm
arroz
hearing the
con
word
gandules.
pigeon.
It said.
No, I think I know. I think I've read.
Is that there's some? It's like a type of bean, but it's like round and green, and it have a special name in English.
Yeah.
It's pigeon something, pigeon peak or something
Okay.
like that.
Uh-huh.
So arroz con gandules and pork, lechon,
Yeah.
asado. That's something really good. Alcapurrias.
Okay. Have you had a chance to have that here? I mean, it's probably not going to be
Yes.
the same.
Yes, but when I go to my grandma's house in Topeka,
Oh, okay.
she still makes them.
Oh, nice.
But nobody here is making it. So
No.
that's something that is being in my head too with Christian. Christian is a really good cook.
No, is it really?
Oh yeah, he's really, really good cook. And my other brother too. And
Yeah.
we were thinking like, there's no Puerto Rican restaurant here. What are we doing?
I think I looked up, and I found 3,
Yeah.
and I thought coming into this talk with you, I was like, man, I don't think I've ever had it, but I think I've lied to myself. La Bodega, right off of Southwest Boulevard, I believe is Puerto Rican food.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been there, so
No?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I knew of one, but
Cristian,
now
can
it's
you look that
closed.
up real quick? La Bodega, just Puerto Rican foods. I went there. A primo of mine took me there one day,
Okay.
couple years, maybe a few years ago. Yeah, he says, "Yeah, you need to try this restaurant," and I thought it was really good, but I couldn't remember what he told me where we were going or what. But we passed by it all the time.
There's one guy here, but he's a Mexican,
Okay.
Tito. He cooks the best Puerto Rican food ever, and I love that guy, Tito.
Does he have that bar?
He's in
North Kansas City.
North Kansas City.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he owns
You know
that Tito's Club. I don't know him personally.
I love Tito, man.
Really, I have.
Yeah.
I think I have a prima that I think she knows him because that she would go there and party, and then a primo of mine that lives in that area. You know what bar I'm talking about? Right down. You can see from Chewy's apartment right down the street. It's right there.
So Tito, I love that guy. He's so awesome. So I went to his restaurant, and he doesn't obviously cook himself anymore because he have the
Staff.
business and he have the club and he have all this stuff going on. Well, he personally, when I went with my wife, he said like, "Boricua, no, what do you want to eat?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm gonna make you Puerto Rican food. What do you want to eat?" And I said, "Can you make mofongo?" Ah, that's my pet specialty, he said.
Really?
And he makes me the best mofongo ever, bro.
Mofongo, yeah.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, me and my wife, we will have the mofongo, and that's like
So that's a special
like
dish that he will make for you guys when you guys go.
That's like green plantain mixed with with garlic. It's a garlic that is special garlic with some vinegar, and and you put inside there like carnita, like type of carnita, but then you also put like chicharron inside.
Okay.
And it's so delicious, so delicious. And he made that, and he made it himself.
That's cool.
He said to the people in the kitchen, "Move away, I'm gonna cook for him myself."
That's cool.
And I'm like, "Oh my god, nice."
Yeah, Cristian, were you able to find anything?
I did find El Bodega somewhere in.
Can you get into the mic, please?
I did find El Bodega.
La Bodega, What's
Southwest Boulevard.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you want to know about it?
No, it is Puerto Rican, right?
It's listed as a Spanish restaurant.
Oh, that's all it's
Okay.
listed. Okay.
Because I knew of one, but it closed, and it was down in Kansas City, Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
on the 5th Street, I think it was, or 5th or 7th Street, in Kansas City, Kansas, and it was called Caribbean Blue. And the owner was Cuban, but his wife was Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
So they had a mix of Cuban and Puerto Rican food.
Nice.
And it's the only place that I seen that they actually Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
It was that place, but they closed it.
Okay.
And after that, I haven't found one, because there was one in Kansas City, Missouri. In downtown, there was one restaurant, and they sell it to me like, "Oh, it's a Puerto Rican."
Yeah.
No. When I tasted the food, I was like,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican."
we brought in somebody, one of Sandy's friends, that they work together, and she's from Argentina,
Okay.
and she was telling us about. We asked the same thing. What kind of restaurants? Where can we go to get Argentinian food? She said, "Well, it's not going to be like mine, but okay." But so there's actually one just down the street, maybe like a mile from here.
Yeah.
It's Buenos Aires is what it's called.
Buenos Aires, yeah.
Yeah, Buenos Aires, and that's Argentinian.
But if you want to really, really taste real Puerto Rican food with
Oh,
Puerto
okay.
Rican flavor, we had to do a party with Christian and Ellie,
Ah,
Oh.
and they gonna cook with me.
okay.
And then you're gonna taste Puerto Rican.
Oh,
food.
that would be awesome.
Is Puerto Rican known for spicy? Is it spicy?
We do spicy, but it's different.
Oh, okay.
It's different type of, because we have a thing called pique puertorriqueño, that is like with the, we make our own pique. It's our own hot sauce. It's really picante, so it's really hot. It's really hot.
Nice. That's my style right there.
I love hot sauces. Have you seen the hot ones?
Yeah,
The-
yeah.
Yeah.
I have all of them.
Do you?
My favorite is the bomb.
You remember the bomb?
And I eat that, and my wife like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "I love the bomb. I put the bomb in everything."
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I used to put it in my just my little ramen noodle, my
Oh yeah.
cups of sopita, and even in any kind of sopa you want to put it in.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, how much do you put in yours? I mean, like
I go crazy.
no, do you
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
The bomb is-
and then I go for seconds.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've got to maybe the tip of the spoon. Just put it in there.
Yeah.
And I love hot, but that's
That bomb
hot.
is a bomb. That bomb
It is the bomb.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even after the bomb, every other one like the spicier one, it's not even spicy after that one.
I know, right? That's the thing. That's what I don't understand when they do hot ones. It's like number 8,
Yeah.
right? Number 7 or number 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the hottest one.
It's number 8. Yeah. the
And
bomb.
then
the last
the
dab,
celebrity would take 9, 10. The last dab is just like
and the last dab, everybody's like, I don't feel anything.
I know
It's true,
the bomb should be number 10.
because the bomb ruined everything for everybody, and that's why my wife like, why do you take that one?
Yeah.
That one's the one that you go for it, and I'm like,
so
that's my favorite.
you have the bottle, and
and
where do
they
buy
make
yours at?
that here, right?
Yeah.
They make it here.
Yeah. Back in the day, I used to coach basketball, and they sponsored
Yeah.
my basketball team,
Mm-hmm.
and our shirts had that bottle. It said the bomb, and yeah, that was our logo. The bomb, yeah.
Cool. I went to the place that they made those sauces here.
Okay, yeah. So
'Cause
right off
I was pitching to do a commercial for them.
oh, really?
Yeah, and they decided to go another route.
They didn't
but-
want to pay like everybody else.
No,
Oh,
they,
okay.
they were gonna pay, but they decided to go another route because everything has been changing with marketing, and they
Okay.
wanted to do something more like like podcast type of things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Mom, cool, perfect." Because I was pitching like an actual commercial, like an actual,
Uh huh.
storyboards. I did all the storyboards and
Okay,
everything to pitch the idea.
Yeah.
But they wanted to go another route, and I respect that. Fun. But at least I saw the place,
Yeah.
and man, being inside there, smelling all the things,
Yeah.
you can barely breathe.
Yeah. So I haven't brought this up in a while, Sam, because you told me not to bring it up anymore, but I'm bringing it up anyway. Do you remember having my queso that I made?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to take it there. I actually stopped there so they can produce it for me.
Okay.
I just haven't done it yet.
All right.
But that's what I want to do. And I guess they still do it there. Before it was called Original Juan's is what it was called, that place.
Okay.
But now I think it's called Spice and Nice or something.
Yeah. It's
Something different like that, right?
Spice. It's something spicy.
Spice and something.
Yeah.
Spice and things.
They
I
have
don't know.
the logo with the crazy guys and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's changed. All right, but man, it's this time flies, man. We're already in 2 hours.
We're ready. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
that,
we started a little after 6. So.
Well, let me ask you this
Yes.
before we end. How long have you been living here in the United States?
I moved here in 2017 after
Okay.
Hurricane Maria. Because Hurricane Maria not only ruined my island, but it ruined everything, including my business. Because I used to have a business there. I was doing really good money. And then after that, I lost like 200 clients.
Okay.
And not because I just lost them, because they lose everything. They lost their businesses, they lost, their establishment and everything. So it ruins everything. So we spent like 157 days with no electricity.
Right. I kind of remember that. Yes.
Yeah, it was
So
really
you
rough.
lived that.
Yeah, it was really rough. I was there
Yeah.
during the hurricane. I thought I was going to die.
Oh, wow.
It was really, really, really rough. And after it happened, because it lasted like 40 something hours, like the hurricane.
Really?
Yeah, it was so. It's the most scary and devastating thing I ever seen in the island.
It doesn't just blow in and blow out.
No, it lasted
stay-
40 something hours.
Really?
Yes, and inside of the hurricane there were like tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
And well, after it happens, when I came out for the first time from my house,
Right.
I could see houses that I have never seen before because there was no green. There was
All the
nothing.
trees, everything
all
was
the
gone. Yeah,
trees
yeah.
were gone. All of it. I lost 2 cars that I had there. Like they were all bashed,
Yeah.
and my neighbors' doors and windows they all exploded out.
Yeah. How do you prepare for something like that? Where do you hide? Where do you take cover?
I'm telling you, there was a point that I was inside of my small bathroom that I had. It was the only place I could be. I used to live like in a hill. And there was no river, no nothing, right? But the water inside my house was almost 2 feet up because of the
From
rain.
the rain.
Just the rain.
Dang.
So I was in the middle of this bathroom, and I started meditating because I thought I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. So I started just meditating and talking to God and saying like, well, I have lived a good life. I've done so many things,
Yeah.
and this is it. So this is it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was thinking because I thought we were gonna die,
Right.
but luckily it passed, and I stay alive. And I'm
Right.
like, but right after that it was really really rough.
Yeah.
Like for 3 months, eating only rice, gathering water from rain, because there was nobody was bringing water, no electricity for 157 days.
Sheesh.
I only could eat like rice and whatever I could find.
Mm-hmm.
There was no electricity, so therefore no ATMs,
Right.
no, there were no internet, so
Yeah.
no communication.
Right.
So it was really really rough. So as soon as I got a little internet, I the only thing that I knew that it was gonna happen, so I took my money out of the bank. So I have a lot of cash with me,
Oh.
and I kept the cash. and as soon as I got some internet, I booked some tickets, and I flew away.
Did you?
Yeah, I just thought to myself like, let me find out which state is doing the best in development, and Kansas City was number 2, Kansas. And I thought, well, my grandma's living there in Topeka, so let's let's just go, and I moved here, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I
Interesting.
didn't look
Yeah.
back. Yeah,
So did you lose any family members from the hurricane?
not family members,
But people,
but
I mean,
a lot of
People
people.
that you
yeah.
knew.
People that I knew, yes, and a lot of people lost their complete houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like I said, all the businesses were
Right.
gone.
And that was in
completely.
2000, what'd you say?
2017.
17.
Yeah,
Has Puerto Rico been able to bounce back since then?
I would say no, not 100%.
Not 100%.
Because still the electricity there is horrible.
Yeah.
The electrical system, it doesn't work properly. I mean, the government is so corrupt that they don't allow it to get better. Yeah, it's really really rough. I mean, I went to visit. First thing that I noticed is that everything seems really small
Oh,
compared to, you know, living here for so long. Everything is long distances. You know, everything is big, big spaces. When I went back to Puerto Rico, actually, I haven't been there since the hurricane. So when I went back in January,
Oh, that was your first time back?
my first time back in
Oh.
all those years. So everything
Wow.
seems so small and
Yes.
so all the streets were. I was like in a weird dream. I
Yeah.
was like,
We're going back to the dreams.
yeah, oh my God, it looks so small. Everything is so small, and all the streets seem so tiny and everything. Yeah, so it was surreal going back
Okay.
and seeing it. So to an extent, nature-wise, yes, it's back. But structurally, you can even still see houses with no roofs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's wild.
that's really really wild. So it's not 100%.
Okay.
It's getting there, but
Yeah.
not yet.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, no, I kind of remember that
Yeah.
when that
I
happened.
forgot about that.
No, I
Yeah,
remember.
how did you bring that
And
up?
it was hurricane after another hurricane, because before Maria, we got hit a month before with I forgot even the name of the first hurricane, because that wasn't that bad, you know. That was
Yeah.
like a normal
like a bad storm.
Yeah.
right?
normal hurricane because we are used to, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
get
Hurricanes.
So we have tornado drills here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you guys have hurricane drills.
Yeah.
Because they're so common.
So we are used to, you know, that, but the Maria one, I have never ever experienced anything, not even close
Really?
to what it was. Yeah.
Was it loud?
It was loud.
Like a
big.
monster just.
It was, no, man, the noises that I heard that night was, well, those 2 nights, because it lasted for like 40 something hours. It wouldn't end. So me, I only was thinking like, is it ever
Is
gonna end, or,
Yeah.
or this is it? This is gonna be the rest of my life. Cause
Right, yeah.
when you're in that state of pressure constantly for so many hours, you disassociate completely from reality, and you think this is it.
Yeah.
But am I gonna die? I don't
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
pretty rough. That's
Uh-huh.
what brought me here.
Okay. Okay. See, we didn't ask that. I needed to find
No,
out.
no,
how
no.
long
That's
you've been
fine.
here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Before we let's end this on a good note.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 quick questions. 5 fun questions. All right. Beach or mountains? Which do you prefer? Beaches?
Beaches or mountains? Definitely beach.
Yeah, because there's beaches. There's beach
It's
all the way
it's
around.
An island, right?
It's an
Yeah,
island, yeah.
so-
There's
Yeah.
beach all
So there's-
around. I mean, it's a tricky question because where I want to have my house is in the mountain.
Okay.
But I want it in the Puerto Rico. A mountain can be 20 minutes from the beach.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about that.
So,
Yeah.
I would definitely live in the mountain, but 20 minutes from the beach.
There
Okay,
you
Because
so
I need to be in the beach at least 3 times.
okay,
a
so
week.
you will retire and then go back home.
I don't
You
know.
want your so
Okay,
you have
here-
2 little girls, right? Am I
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You-
I will put it like this. I'm gonna visit a lot the island.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna live there. I think I'm staying here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be my forever home. But
Okay.
I'm gonna visit a lot. Probably, if I have the money, I'll buy a
Yeah.
property, and maybe rent it as an Airbnb forever. And
Okay, yeah.
then
And
go
then you'll have a place to stay when
Yes.
you go there.
Makes
that
sense.
will be the dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a man who dreams a lot.
Yeah.
That is going to work for you. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Funny, the food that you brought up a little bit ago, my second question was mofongo or arroz con gandules. That's exactly what, those are the 2 meals that
Okay.
you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, I have them both right because I was like, I know I wrote those down somewhere.
Mofongo.
Mofongo is,
Yeah.
that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to have to find it.
Mofongo is really good, but you have to make
If I go
sure.
to Tito's, will he make it for me?
Oh, Tito's, yeah.
Okay.
Go to Tito. Tito is gonna do good.
Yeah, he knows you. He knows
Yeah,
your name.
yeah.
So I can name drop.
Yeah.
All right, Nelson, I got you. Or heck, we could just all go. We'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who throws the better parties? Puerto Ricans or everyone else?
Well, that's a tricky question, man.
Okay,
Who-
that's
who-
2 tricky
who-
questions.
Who is everyone else? 'Cause,
I don't know. Mexicanos,
I
Gabachos, I don't know.
Puerto Rican threw very good parties, but
Yeah.
Mexican people beat us in that.
yeah.
Yeah, Mexican people are all over the place with the parties. I seen
And what's cool though is you fit
I
right
seen-
in because
I
you
seen-
like the mariachi.
I seen the
and-
quinceañeras.
No, that's true.
Mexican quinceañeras have no comparison, man.
Yeah.
I've been to both.
yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican quinceañeras are cute and they're cute. let's keep it like that.
Okay.
Mexican quinceañeras are huge.
Yes.
Like those are quinceañeras.
Over the
like,
top.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I cannot say. Maybe family houses, parties,
Oh, okay.
maybe Puerto Rican ones.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah. What's the most Puerto Rican thing someone can do?
The most Puerto Rican thing someone can do.
Yeah. They can.
I think the way they speak, like I think the vocabulary, Puerto Rican vocabulary is very specific, like the Puerto Rican Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's not that, okay, in Puerto Rico you can speak proper Spanish. There's a lot of people that speak proper Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the people that speak with slangs all the time.
Mm.
And you can recognize that as really fast. And you can say, you're Puerto Rican no matter
So if
what.
you heard somebody just talking somewhere
Oh, yeah.
speaking Spanish, but you know, oh yeah, he's Puerto Rican by what are the
And not only that, I said, you're from Puerto Rico and you're from Caguas. Or you're from Puerto Rico and you're from Ponce. You're from Puerto Rico and you're from this town. Yeah, because it's very, very specific, very unique. So, yeah.
All right.
It's something with the, I don't know, the way they
Yeah.
they behave. It's like, yeah, you're from Puerto Rico, no doubt.
Yeah. All right. And my last one is, how fast do you switch to Spanish when you're mad?
Oh, all the time. Like, I tend not to be mad too much, but
Yeah.
when I'm mad, yeah, it's like 100% like switch.
It's
It's automatic. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Hijo de su. Yeah.
Are your girls bilingual?
They're learning Spanish. Yeah.
That's
They're
good.
learning Spanish.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, they're 3 and 2, so they don't
Oh,
even
okay.
barely speak English. Well, but
Wow, they're already 3 and 2.
yeah. So yeah, I have a lot of stress. But they're learning. I'm trying to teach them both. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
And they definitely need to know abuelita y abuelito, and
Yeah.
know.
Right.
And your esposa, where's she from?
She's from Raymore, from Harrisonville.
Harrisonville.
Yeah. And
Okay.
she lived in Raymore for a bunch of years, but she was born and raised in Harrisonville.
Okay.
Harrisonville.
Okay. Ever thought about moving this way, closer to your job, or
I don't know. I like it there.
do you? Okay.
I live in Creekmore, so it's a
Up,
pretty nice neighborhood, and the
Uh-huh.
schools are very good, and
Yeah.
neighbors are awesome,
Right.
and it's kind of like city, but still close to the ranches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of like
You like your-
at some point I just want to have animals, and
Yeah.
I want to have chickens, and I want to have
Okay.
horses. and I
So
wanna
you have
like-
property where you can do that.
right now, no.
Oh, okay,
I'm
but
close to
eventually.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I live in a HOA place. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can't
we
see
have rules
chickens.
and,
And,
Right.
I have
Rules,
limitations
rules.
and rules.
Yes.
But eventually, I think it's one of my dreams to have like at least a ranch.
that'd be cool.
I don't have to live there, but at least have my animals and
Yeah.
and have my own stuff, my chickens. I need chickens.
Yeah.
I need to eat my own eggs, and
There you go.
Mhm.
yeah. I was raised by like that with my grandpa and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember him having that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Had their own rancho, right?
yeah, I need gallos and gallinas.
There you go. That's cool. All right, Nelson. Well, thank you for coming in, man.
No, thank you for
Appreciate
inviting
the
me.
stories.
It
It was pretty cool.
fun.
Yeah.
And we're barely.
I know we're barely scratching the surface,
Yeah,
as they say.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
If
cool.
we were more specific later, we can enter
go-
into different
Well, yeah,
territories.
maybe we
Yeah.
can bring in Christian with you, or whoever
Oh,
your other brothers.
We
are.
have to convince him because he's really shy.
Yeah, I can
My
see.
other
I can
brother
see. that.
maybe do it.
Yeah.
You know what we can do? Maybe to convince them,
What's that?
play some music, and then they come.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to play the music before.
Because we
Because
we haven't talked about that. But
I know, right?
I'm a musician. I play.
Right.
I sing. I play so many things, percussions, and
Yeah.
Christian is a great bass player.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a really, really good bass player. And Ellie is a great guitar player.
If you have your own music, then we can do that.
Oh, yeah, we do. We
That'd
do.
be cool.
We actually do.
Really?
You
Yeah.
guys your own little band?
We did had a band, Asymmetric Image, for a while. And we were playing places and doing stuff.
Then we're
You
gonna
guys
have
are
to set.
also talented.
I know, right? We're gonna have to
Yeah.
set it up.
Yeah.
Let's do
And
it.
we can do some planetas too, man. And, maybe do more Puerto Rican stuff. And,
Okay.
yeah, that would be good.
That sounds good.
All right.
All right. I
Thank you for
appreciate you
inviting
coming
me.
in, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sam, we good?
So we are good.
Christian, we good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. This is episode 191 until 192. Adios.
Bye.